Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Get Fit with Me, expanding your physical and mental fitness group. Remember, this group is for individuals who are ready to expand both their physical and mental fitness while helping others reach their goals all along the way. So today we're going to do something a little different. First off, we have two new members in the group. Anytime we have new members join, I'm going to make sure I shout them out. So we have Tanya and April, who are new members of the group, and I just want to give a little shout out to them. Also, if you are watching the replay, hashtag replay in the comments on Facebook. If you're watching the live, hashtag live on Facebook. So I know that you're here and you are ready to learn. So before we get started into the fun stuff, I want to know who you are and your win for the week. So Jean, start us off.
I am Jean, and I am a teacher, and it is the last day of school, and the kids are gone, and I have been slightly injured, and so I haven't been able to work out, but I'm starting to feel better, so I wanted to jump back in and join you. So my win is that I'm here, and I'm ready to go.
I am super excited that you are here. I see you are in the classroom. So what we're going to do today, if we don't have the BOSU ball, for all of you who are also watching, if you don't have a BOSU ball, all of the exercises we do can also be performed on the ground. So I do have a little disclaimer as well that if any of these moves that we work through, if you are not able to perform them on the ground stably, I don't want you moving up to the BOSU ball until we feel stable on the ground. So with that, we are going to get started. So today's training is on the BOSU ball. Jean, have you ever seen one of these? Or have any of you on Facebook seen what a BOSU ball is, or a half yoga ball thing? So I did a presentation in college. It was an assignment. Oh yeah, she's got one. Perfect. So in college, I had to do a presentation. I think it had to be anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes long, talking about the benefits, why this is cool, and all that jazz. Well, I'm not going to bore you with 20 to 40 minutes worth of that. We are going to get done within about 45 minutes today at the max, depending on how everything's feeling. So BOSU stands for both sides up or both sides utilized. What that means is that you can work with this side up or this side. With the moves I show you today, you're going to see how you can use both sides of it. I love the BOSU ball for a lot of reasons. The top four is you can do all over body strength. You can increase just your core strength. You can increase your balance. So let's say you get really good at doing single leg balance on the ground. That's when we take it up to an unstable environment, such as the BOSU ball. And the fourth thing is we can use it for cardio to get that heart rate up, give us some heart health, and to get us feeling good and sweating and breathing a little bit. So another thing that is awesome about the BOSU ball is because it is an unstable environment, it helps our body connect our muscles and our nerves together so that when we hit that mole hole in the yard and our foot drops, our body knows how to react and catch us. It allows our body to practice those unstable environments that we are around each and every day, whether it's walking through the horse barn and somebody left the pitchfork out and about and you roll your ankle, or it's you're at the beach and you're walking down and all of a sudden the big gust of wave comes up. No matter what it is, the ball is really great for helping those little muscles inside our knees and our hips and our core to help stabilize us and make us stronger overall. How is all that sounding to you guys? Sound good? Perfect. So because we talked about four things, we talked about strength training, overall strength training. We talked about core strength, balance, and cardio. Those are our four categories today. I'm going to show you at least two movements in each of those categories. Once we get to the end, what I'm going to do is I have two workouts created. We're going to do one workout 2 times through, and then we're going to do the other workout 2 times through, taking the moves we learned, we learn them, we practice them, and then we get to apply them into a workout so that you guys can move on and try these things on your own. How does that sound? Sound good? If you're ready, drop a ready in the comments on Facebook and let me know. Remember, we are starting on the ground before we even move. So before we even move to the BOSU ball. Let's start with just flat feet on the ground, 2-leg balance. You feel pretty stable here? Let's go to 1 leg. How's our single leg balance on the ground? Are we pretty stable? Do we feel like we need to hang on for dear life? Okay, let's go to the other side. If you feel like your double leg and your single leg is feeling pretty stable, remember we never want to lock that knee out. We always want that slight bend. Now you're going to move up to the ball with me. If you're staying on the ground, keep practicing that double leg and single leg balance on the ground. We're going to start with a flat side down. You may want to be next to a wall or have a chair or have something. I will be using this wall behind me as a little bit of a stabilizer. When you look down at your ball, you should have a circle and all the circles get bigger. So when you step onto that ball, step on with either your right or left foot first, whatever you're more comfortable with, and then wherever that foot is, try to make sure that other foot is on the equal amount on the other side of the center circle. So I usually step so that I can see the middle and then 2 rings. I'm up and then my feet are equal. So from here, you can then shift your feet. Slight bend in our knees. Yep, we're gonna wobble a little bit. Right here, this is a nut. So this is when the bottom is flat and we are on that uneven surface. This is when our feet sink into the sand or it goes to the mole hole. Key to these is to standing up straight, making sure our hips are tucked and that core is nice and tight and our knees have that slight bend in them. There's always going to be a little bit of rocking, but we should be able to just relax here and keep some deep breaths while keeping our body engaged. Good, Jean, your balance looks great on there. So now I'm going to grab my coat hook because I'm going to need to. I'm now going to shift over to my right foot and place my left foot directly in the middle where that middle circle is. I'm going to lift my right foot up then, and we're going to do single leg balance. It's going to be a lot harder. Remember, slight bend. Find a spot on a wall. Yep, when we go single leg balance, this is where we find, oh, this is a challenging part for us, and that's okay. Gets us ready and moving and stronger. So we're going to hold, and this leg can also go behind. I like to hold it in front. I don't know why. That's just my comfort, my comfortability. Good. Let's step on off, shake out those legs. You probably can feel in your knees are getting kind of shaky. You're feeling maybe some muscles and ligaments in there that you haven't felt before. Let's switch over now. So I'm going to step with my right foot in the middle. Left foot is now going to come. I am a right leg dominant, so I'm a little bit more stable on this side, not much. If you know the ground is easy, but this is too hard, throw a pillow underneath you or throw something that's a little unstable. If you have one of those fatigue mats underneath your desk, you can also practice standing on that, and that's going to work the muscles just the same way and get you working up to that balance. Good. So we've done balance, two-legged on the BOSU ball, round side up, and single leg, feet in the middle. Okay, flip that ball over. This is the fun side. This is the side I'm personally better at because I practice this side more. So my suggestion is do not just jump up on it. You will most likely fall off. So have your chair. I like to take my left foot and press down all the way so that the plastic part is on the ground. Once it is on the ground, I then push up with my right foot and you kind of balance yourself out. I like to put my feet as wide as I can. Yep. And you will shake and your body will get used to it. After about 15 to 20 seconds, that shake will start to go away. Same things here. Hips tucked, slight bend in our knees. It's going to try to rotate so you guys can see me from the side. So hips tucked, slight bend in our knees. See how I'm not rocking on my heels and I'm not rocking forward. I'm nice and flat. Ideally, I should be able to put a glass of water water in the middle of this, and that water should not slosh around. That is the goal. Good. This is my favorite way to stand on this. So now what we're gonna do, you can either step off just the same way you got on, or you can just transition by hanging onto your chair. Whatever you're the most comfortable with. That right foot or left foot is going right in the middle where the plug to fill it is. And we're doing single leg balance here. I find that this is easier for me only because I practice this side more. Still shaky. That slight bend in that knee is super important, and engaging that core is also important. Good. That looks great, Jean. Then after so long, you either get less shaky or you realize your leg is getting tired and you get more shaky. Good. Let's switch on over to that other foot now. So your other foot is now going directly in the center of the ball. It's also kind of nice to do these barefoot, I will say. You don't have to have shoes on. Now we're going to do single leg balance on the other side. And I can tell that my foot is closer on the left side of my ball than in the middle. I did not do a good job of placing because if you can see, my ball is slanted. So right there, making sure we have the right foot placement is super important when it comes to making sure we have a nice stable balance. Good. Do we feel like this is challenging us a little bit? Do we realize that our balance needs a little bit of work, that on the ground we were doing easy and now we're challenging ourselves, which is kind of fun, in my opinion. So one last balance thing, and this is an advanced move. You are going to stand on it. If you are able to perform a squat on the ground, then you are more than welcome to practice this on the ball. If a squat on the ground is a little bit difficult, I encourage you just to watch and learn and work your way up to this. So our goal is feet out, almost as wide as they can go. We're going to squat down and stand up. So my knees, yeah, there you go. You feel your knees start to shake and your feet. Yep. So we want to make sure that our toes and knees point the same direction. A lot of times we'll let our knees drop in when we do these because we're focused on our balance. So knees and toes point the same way. We're going to squat on down and stand on up. Squeezing those glutes. Good. If you're like, heck no, Morgan, I cannot get down that low, you're just going to do a little baby squat here. So a little bit of lift, a little bit of lower, a little bit of lift. Good, Jean. Those look great. Making sure that we're pushing those knees out. It allows for those hips to open up and us to have some depth. Good. And to dismount, you can either step off. I like to slide back to my left side, step my right foot behind for a safe dismount. So those are our balance moves. We have right leg balance, left leg balance, double, and then the squat. So we are going to move on to our core. We are going to do a plank. There are two ways to do a plank on this. There's actually more than two, but I'm going to show you just both sides. First thing is we're going to keep that rounded side down, so black side is up or the flat side. When we do a plank, hands underneath our shoulders, nice straight line, hips tucked from our head to our tailbone. So you can either wrap your hands around, be very careful because if you get sweaty, your hands will slip and then you drive your knee into the ground and it's not fun. So I like to stay right up on top, kind of where the little handle splits are. I'm going to place my hands. I'm then going to step my legs out and I'm going to rock my body forward. And I'm going to tuck my hips and engage my core. So right here, this is our high plank position with the rounded side down. Good. That looks good, Jean. If the normal plank is a little too challenging, we're going to move to our knees. Still that nice straight line, good positioning. Good. Jean, you can relax. And all you at home, you're welcome to relax as well. Flip that ball over now. So if you were to be up on a high plank position here, your wrist would start to do something funky because of the angle of the ball. This is where you'll be in a low plank position. So you can either be in a low plank position on your feet or on your knees. I like to look at the center, not the ring outside the center, but the second ring, I like to line my forearms up with it. I then step one leg out, other leg out, drop my hips, lean on forward. Causes instability, really makes that core work a little extra. Remember to breathe. You can always drop down to our knees. Nice straight line. Pull that belly button to the spine, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those quads. Good, and relax. So those are the two types of planks that you can do on this ball. Either have a high plank or a low plank. Next core exercise is going to be a V-sit. On the ground, this move looks like this. Either feet are up in the air, chest is up, or our feet are down, chest is up, feeling it in the core, pulling your belly button and spine. Similar to the Russian twists. You're gonna find the right placement on the ball. It's most likely not gonna be the top of the ball. It's gonna be a little bit towards your feet, somewhere between the edge and the top. Now find your spot. You're gonna support with your hands, and you're gonna lift. Maybe you're here, maybe your feet are down and you're just leaning back. Either way, that core is engaged, as long as you're not sitting up like you're having a meal. Lean back just a little bit. Core is tight. Good. And if we want to challenge ourselves, we lift our legs up. Woo. You can always support on the back with your hands for this V-sit. Yeah. So those are our two core moves. We have our plank and our V-sit. Let's stand on up and do our cardio moves. We have two of them. First one, I'm going to show you them both on the ground. First one is going to be on, off, off. If you've ever done step aerobics, have tried to teach it, does not go well. I'm not coordinated enough sometimes. You're together, together, out, out, together, together, out, out. We're going to do that same thing on the ball though. So we're going to go out, together, together, out, out. Hips tucked, nice bend in our knees the entire time. Yep, and the more squat position we have, the more challenging it's gonna be. Use those arms, and once we get used to it, we can get going a little faster. Good. So same thing on the ground. If the bounciness gets a little too difficult, take yourself to the ground. Still get that heart rate up. Next one we have is tap jacks. So it's like you're doing some toe taps, but your arms are coming up in the air. You're on the ground like this. Takes a little bit of coordination. Or start with your feet here, and then move your hands up. Work to try to get that foot on top of the BOSU ball each time. The higher you get your foot, the more core engagement and the harder it's going to be. Let's try that one. We're going to go up, through, and you can also slow it down. Does not have to be the fast. Good. Yep. Perfect. So we have our two core moves. We have our two cardio moves. We have our two balance moves. Our last one is our strength move. So we have a squat or a lunge. Squat is going to be the easier version. One foot's up on the BOSU ball. The other foot is off. Knees and toes point the same direction. So if this knee and toes point that way, this should also. 45 degree. I'm going to set my hips back. I'm going to lower and press. Squeeze those inner thighs. All the way up. This is one where you got to make sure you're doing it on both sides. Good. Think about squeezing those glutes. Nice strong press through. And then making sure that we move to the other side. Knee and toes point the same direction. Lower and squeeze. Good. Trying to keep our chest up as best as we can. I know it's kind of funky when your foot is lifted. We should feel these squats in a different area than when you usually do a squat. Normal air squat, knees and toes point the same, down and up. If you would like a challenge, you're going to take your lunge or your split squat, and you're going to take your front foot and you're going to place it up on that BOSU ball. I highly suggest having a chair nearby because the balance is altered a lot. So I'm gonna move this right here. I'm gonna take my right foot, place it up on this ball directly in the middle. My other foot is gonna step back. I'm gonna drop and press. These are challenging. These, if I let go of the wall here, it really makes that body work. Good. That ankle is probably shaking a little bit. Good, Jean. Think about dropping our hips straight down as best as we can and then straight up and squeeze that back butt cheek. Good. When you are ready, switch legs. I find my left leg up is a lot harder. And when you are ready, I always suggest starting with the wall, and you can always let go of it. Yep. Find that balance. And the lower you drop that knee, the more intense of a contraction and stretch you're gonna get. So maybe, like, Morgan, this is all I'm doing. I'm just going very baby lunge. Perfect. Do what is best for you and work up to that longer stretch. Last exercise I have to show you today. Flip your BOSU ball over. We're gonna do push-ups. So I am gonna show you on my feet. I will show you one of them. After that, I will drop down to my knees and I will show you from my knees. So I am going to be, move this right over here. So from my feet, hands underneath my shoulders, 45 degrees in my elbows. They're not out, they're not close, somewhere in 45. My hands are on top, just like if I were to do a plank. From here, my hips are tucked, my core is tight. I'm going to lower and press, engaging my core the entire time. Working all of the muscles of my body. If we are going from my knees, or your knees, our knees, shoulders back and down, the ball kind of has to rock a little bit towards you because of the angle. Lower and press. Nice and controlled. Core is still tight, glutes are tight, quads are still engaging against each other. Do we want to try those? How's everything feeling? Okay. Are we gonna be ready for the workout? You guys wanna grab a quick drink of water now that we have practiced all of the moves? So workout, we have 2 circuits. We're gonna go through each circuit 2 times. So circuit 1, you are either gonna do those lunges or those squats. So we're gonna do 5 on each side. After that, we're gonna do 30 seconds of those jack taps. Those are, we're touching that ball. Just flip this completely over. That's where we're doing those taps with those arms coming up above. After that, you can plank on either the round side or the flat side. Completely up to you on what plank feels better. You can go on your feet or your knees, up to you. We're gonna go 2 times through that. We'll take a little break and then we'll do the second circuit. Then we'll do takeaways and we'll get out of here for the day. So lunge or squat, up to you. First time through, I'm gonna do lunges. Second time through, I'm gonna do squats. So just so you are aware. Let me get my timer. Okay, so get your ball in a good position here. We are going to, I'm gonna start with those lunges. We have 5 on each side. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. We're lowering and up. 1, 2, woo. 3, lock that core in. Use that wall if you need it. 4, 1 more on this side. 5, good. Let's switch legs. And we're down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We're coming on over to our jack taps in 3, 2, 1. Tap those feet, hands up above. We can go fast or we can slow it down. Move those feet. If the coordination gets too much, just use those hands like this. We can just do normal taps. Trying to get that foot up on top of that ball as high as you can. We have 10 seconds left. And we're gonna go on down into that plank for 30 seconds. Remember to breathe in 2, one. Good. I'm gonna flip mine over and I'm gonna plank with the round side down, your choice. We are going to start that plank in 3, 2, 1. Lock those hips in. Shoulders back and down. Nice straight line. Remember to breathe. Good. You can feel a difference from just you can feel a difference from just being here and actually engaging those muscles. I want you to focus on engaging. We have 8 seconds left. You guys are doing awesome. 3, 2, 1. Good. Flip that ball back over. Round 2. I'm doing squats this round. Get yourself set up. Remember, taking a break after. And we're down and up. 1, 2. Don't let that top knee drop in. 3, 4. Squeeze those glutes at the top. 5. Good. Switch on over. And down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Jack taps. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Arms and legs. Get that foot all the way up there. If you're moving so fast that your foot is barely getting up, slow that down. I want that foot all the way up on top. Good. Remember, it can look fast like this if you're up for it, or it can also just look like a normal tap. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Flip that ball over or keep it on the side you have it. We have our last time of plank. We're going to start in 4, 3, 2, 1. We're up. Pull those shoulders back and down. Tuck those hips. Pull that belly button to the spine. Engage that. Engage those glutes. Engage those quads. And breathe. Don't let your head sink down and don't let it lift up. You want to keep a nice neutral spine. We have 10 seconds left. You got it. Good. Keep working. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Press yourself up. Grab a quick drink of water if you need it. I'm going to show you what our second circuit looks like as we are catching our breath. So, circuit number 2, we're starting with our strength move. So, we're starting with our push-ups. We have 5 push-ups. After our 5 push-ups, we are going to do 30 seconds of a V-sit. That's when we're on our ball, either feet are on the ground and we're leaning back, or we're leaning back with our legs up in the air. Your choice. And then we're going to do those on, off, off. So out, starting out, onto the ball, off the ball. On, off, off. 30 seconds of those. 2 times through. Are we ready? Doing it a little bit longer? How are we feeling? Okay, grab your ball, get yourself turned, get your ball set up for the push-ups that you want. I'm going to be doing mine from my knees. We're going to start with just 5 of them, and then we're going to flip that ball over for our V-sit. So, getting our way down. Remember, if you're on your knees, that ball can tilt towards you. If you are not ready for the ball, choose the ground, choose a wall, choose the table, up to you. Pull your shoulders back and down, and let's lower and press. 1, lock that core in. 2, 3, 4, 1 more. 5, good. Flip it and V-sit. And 3, 2, 1. Get yourself situated on that ball. First time through, I'm going to keep my feet on the ground. I'm just going to lean on back, pull my belly button to the spine, shoulders back and down, chest is open. Finding a good placement. We have 15 seconds left. You're doing great. Only 9 seconds left. Remember, the further you sit up, the easier it's going to be. So if you're feeling tired, sit yourself up. 2, 1, and relax. in, out, out's next. In 3. We're going up on the ball and off the ball. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Nice athletic stance, up, up, down, down. For these, I am more concerned about the stability of your body than I am how many you get done. Good. Try to pull that belly button to the spine. Keep that core nice and tight. Good, you have 7 seconds left. We're gonna go back down to our push-ups for a last circuit through. And relax. Flip that over, let's go into those push-ups. Just 5 of them, it's easy. 5 push-ups. If the first time you realize you wanna jump to the ground or a table or a wall, go for it. Choose what is right for you and your body. So we're going into our push-ups in 3, 2, 1, hips tucked, core tight, lower, and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more. 5, good. Rotate that ball over. We have our V-sit next. In 3, 2, 1. Make your way down. Get yourself situated. Belly button's pulled to the spine. Go single leg up. And then other single leg. So right here is gonna work your body as it rocks. The key is to not let your body rock. It's to be as stable as possible as you lift and lower that leg. Remember to breathe. We have 8 seconds left. You're almost there. Good. 2, 1. Awesome. Stand on up. Shake it out. We have our last time with our on, off, off. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice athletic stance. We're up, up, down, down. Good. Keeping that chest up. Those arms do help with momentum. They help also keep us stable. We're almost there. We have 10 seconds left. Nice bend in our knees. We have 3, 2, 1. Relax. Grab some water. Grab a quick sip. Take a little breather. I promise we are done with the workout now. So as we are catching our breath, I want to first thank you guys for being here. Whether you're watching the replay, you're here live on with me, or even on Facebook watching the live. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you learned something new today. If at any point you realize that, ooh, I kind of want to learn how to use that equipment even more, drop a help in the comments and I'll reach out to you and we'll kind of see what kind of exercise would be great for your body and things that would help benefit you. So before we head out, I do want to hear from you in the comments, or Jean, I'm going to ask you directly in the comments if you're on Facebook. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was from today's workout and training. What did you like the most? What maybe didn't you like? What was hard? What was easy? Tell me what you think. Jean, go for it.
Well, I figured out that I definitely missed working out, which is a good thing, because of my injury. And then I figured out also with my injury, I'm not quite ready for core stuff because that really started to bother me, but definitely can do the legs, the squats, all that. And that was good.
Good. That's awesome. I'm glad you found that out because a lot of times we wait till we think we're completely ready, and doing a little bit here and there helps build that strength. So doing that little bit today helped work some of those core muscles. Doing a little bit in a few days and so on and so forth will help bring you back sooner from your injury. Those are awesome takeaways. I also want to know, what is your intention, or what do you plan to do to get back on track, or to keep staying on track, or to keep you working towards your goals from now until we see you next, or from now until the end of the month? What is something you want to keep working
I kind of have lost the 2 apples a day. I'm back to only 1. So I want to start jumping back in, trying to make that second apple my snack at night instead of some of the other stuff that I've chosen, because I think that will be good. It'll help. So that's what I want to
awesome.
work on.
I will check in on you with that. So thank you guys so much. Reminders for the week. Our schedule looks good for the remainder of June. We have some really fun trainings coming up. I have pre-planned and I'm super excited for some of them. I have a fun 4th of July one that involves some making of food depending on where you are at. So reminders, Thursday night from 5:10 to 5:40, I teach a strength training class via Zoom. If you are interested, drop a Zoom in the comments and let me know and I'll make sure you get the link. I also teach Monday and Wednesday from 12 to 12:30. Monday is always cardio intervals and Wednesday is rotating. This week was killer core. I believe next week is either upper body burn or lower body burn, if I remember correctly. So thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Thursday. Enjoy the warm weather that Michigan is having, and I will see you guys next week.